Welcome to a brand new episode of Entertainment on Point. I'm your lovely host, Casey Houlihan.
And I'm Wyatt Cree.
Wait, what?
Oh well, let's get to what we do know, which is entertainment. We've got a fun show in store today, complete with a brand new game.
But let's get started with our top stories of the week. Casey?
A Pittsburgh entertainment legend, Mr. Fred Rogers, has been in the news recently. Not only has the world been celebrating what would have been Rogers' 90th birthday, but the release of the documentary Won't You Be My Neighbor? Chronicling Rogers' career, it recently premiered at the iconic Sundance Film Festival and is receiving rave reviews. The trailer has been released and is blowing up on social media as people remember the impact Mr. Rogers had on their childhood. Many reviews from Sundance claim there wasn't a dry eye in the house, and the same is sure to happen when the film hits select theaters this summer. So I'm nostalgic about this movie. We recently talked about how Tom Hanks is going to be doing that movie about Mr. Rogers' life, but this is not that. This was at Sundance. This is like a documentary style piece. The trailer has been kind of like circulating on Facebook is where I saw it. It will make you cry because it has like the best Mr. Rogers quotes kind of put together, and it makes me want to rewatch Mr. Rogers.
No, I've always absolutely loved it. I remember like getting off school, like in preschool and kindergarten, like going and watching it, and I have spent some quality time with Mr. McFeely, the postman. Met him in high school, and like my 4-year-old heart like died.
I met him more recently when I helped with the WPXI Christmas parade. He was in it, so I took a picture with him, and he like says speedy delivery, and then they take the picture. So he's a great guy. I just think it's so cool that such an iconic thing in the television world and in history comes right here from Pittsburgh. So I wanted to highlight it because, I mean, he's iconic, and it's in our city, which is so exciting. So
needs to be recognized.
Yes, it needs to be recognized, and we will be looking out for that movie this summer.
Yeah. Now let's move on to some exciting campus news. Point Park's Campus Activities Board hosted their annual drag show last Thursday. The show, hosted by Pittsburgh drag queen Bambi Dearest for the 3rd year in a row, drew students to the Lawrence Hall Ballroom to watch the queens lip sync or swim.
I love doing these shows because the kids react to almost everything. I raise an arm, they freak out, I let out a burp, and they lose their minds. My job is so simple.
The show featured local drag performers, including several Point Park student queens. The drag queens performed lip syncs to everyone from Cardi B to Britney Spears. If you missed the drag show at Point Park, don't worry. Shows are being held weekly at Blue Moon Bar in Lawrenceville, including open stage every Wednesday night. And in other drag news, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 3 has crowned a winner, and oh honey, does the internet have something to say. After Ru crowned Trixie Mattel the winner, social media expressed their outrage that fellow high-scoring Shangela did not claim the crown. RuPaul addressed the drama on Watch What Happens Live, saying that all of the queens were winners and will always be all-stars. Season 10 of RuPaul's Drag Race debuts this week with high expectations for ratings, as Billboard confirms that All-Stars 3 was the most-watched season in franchise history. Now, I am so excited for RuPaul's Drag Race.
I know you are.
The biggest fan in the world.
Yes, huge fan.
Have you ever watched?
No. And I know that that's disappointing.
Get off of my set.
I know, I should just walk off, honestly. It's no longer my show anymore. But I haven't. I mean, I've seen clips and stuff, and I hear about it all the time from a bunch of my friends. So maybe I can tune in this season? Like, can I just jump in? Do I have to,
You can jump in anywhere you want. It's just great reality TV.
I love reality TV.
And it's so great that it's on VH1 now. It's becoming more mainstream, and I'm excited for more people to get to see it. And I want little kids to turn on their TV and see the drag queens.
Yes. And I know that a lot of, like, celebrities come do, like, guest judges, kind of like...
we mentioned X-Tina's the first guest judge of this season.
We did talk about that. So that'll be cool to see them, and I definitely will have to tune in so I can figure out what the buzz...
so we can chat.
Yes, we can have some good tea about it, and I can know what all the buzz is all about. But those are some of your top headlines this week. But stay tuned for more Entertainment on Point juiciness as soon as we get back.
Why should you watch and focus?
Because why not?
Turn. Why should you watch and focus? because I produce it.
Welcome to In Focus.
Hello. This is so we don't run out of time.
Put up a goal just because it...
In a little bit closer, please. Let me bring this in. Yeah. I wanted to do a game. So, game time. Game over.
Oh, wow. Did we get that?
There he is. Why are you watching Focus? Why are you watching Focus? Because In Focus is great. Chris!
Game time! Game time!
It's not game time. It's a promo.
Start your morning with us. I'm your host, Jess Paterchek.
And I'm your host, Alex Groves.
Good morning and welcome to another episode
That is what
of
happened at the
Daybreak. I'm your
cathedral
host,
on Monday.
WPXI. The state wants to take
Monday.
$357 million out of a trust fund that is
Some of that
typically
wintry
devoted
mixed stuff could get me.
I'm gonna care for you, you.
What up? The diva himself. Only on Daybreak.
55% of all U.S. multiracial adults have been subjected to racial slurs or jokes.
Where were you born? Being smart, pale, to Filipino, to go back to Mexico.
There goes that black boy over there. You like fried chicken because you're light skinned. You are a cop. You think that you're better than us. The N-word.
You're good at jumping or climbing. Border hopper. Made taco. English your second language. Where's your green card?
Cut the jokes, stop the stereotypes.
Welcome back to EOP. Marley Pinchak has your music wrap-up this week. Now, Marley, tell me, who dat?
IGGY. After assuming she's disappeared from the music industry forever, Iggy Azalea has finally returned to take back the spotlight. So, we definitely need to catch up on her. It was about since 2015 when we've last heard from the 27-year-old Australian rapper and her two most successful hits, Problem and Fancy. Azalea recently collaborated with rapper Quavo in her new single Savior, which is set to be included on her upcoming Surviving the Summer album. In a vulnerable interview with iHeartRadio, she explains why she took so much time off, as well as what inspired her new song. She says, "I had a big breakup and my career wasn't going so well. I didn't know how to get my life back together or how to get a routine going again, and just how to get my happiness back and feeling normal. So that was the space I was in when I wrote this song. Now Iggy's determined to be bigger and better than ever before." Azalea recently made an appearance on Watch What Happens Live and opened up about wanting to collab with Cardi B. E! News initiated a debate on whether or not it would be a successful turnout, and the end result was not in Iggy's favor. It's clear that Iggy had a much stronger platform back in her prime than what she has today. Since Cardi is a rising rap sensation, Iggy wants to ride Cardi's wave of relevance and success. It may work and it may not, but Iggy would have a better chance collabing with someone more on her level. Now, let's talk about what movies everyone's talking about with Donis Marrero.
Thanks, Marley. I'm here to give you EO Peeps the breakdown on what's happening on the big screen. One movie that has been smashing the box office is Love, Simon. This movie is about a boy named Simon Spire, played by Nick Robinson, who keeps a huge secret from his family, his friends, and all of his classmates. He's gay. And when that secret is threatened, Simon must come to the terms with his identity and face the world. The movie has brought in $14 million at the box office during its opening weekend, and critics give it an 8 out of 10 rating on IMDb, along with a 91% approval rating from Rotten Tomatoes. Love, Simon is historically significant as it is the first film ever released by a major studio to focus on an LGBT teenager. On the other hand, the movie A Wrinkle in Time has received mixed reviews on its time in theaters. According to Box Office Mojo, the film starring Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon, and Wendy Kangling only brought in around $74.5 million. Meanwhile, the film's budget clocked in around $100 million. The movie, which follows a young girl named Meg, starred by 14-year-old Storm Reed, and follows her journey in search for her father through a multi-world adventure. The film only received a 4.2 2 out of 10 in IMDb, and a 40% approval on Rotten Tomatoes. Well, guys, it is what it is. That is all I have for you on the big screen. Now let's check with our Need to Know girl from Netflix with Sarah Gibson.
Thanks, Denise. Following the backlash delivered after its previous season, the hit Netflix original 13 Reasons Why is taking new steps to help its viewers who may be affected by the content on the show. Now, before the first episode of each season, a video will play, telling the viewers how to get help if they need it. Additionally, Netflix will be adding crisis resources and a viewing guide to the informational website for this series. They will also be offering a new after show titled Beyond the Reasons, featuring actors, experts, and educators breaking down the series. Brian Wright, vice president of the original series, released a statement on Wednesday saying, quote, "The hope is that the steps we're taking now will help support meaningful conversations as season 2 rolls out later this year," end quote. Continuing with Netflix originals, 2 producers of Netflix's The Crown revealed on Tuesday that Matt Smith, who portrays Prince Philip on the show, was paid more than Claire Foy, who portrays Queen Elizabeth II, the lead character of the show. The creative director of the production company that produces The Crown, Susan Mackie, says that Smith received more money due to his success on the British sci-fi series Doctor Who, but Mackie claims that for now on, quote, "no one gets paid more than the Queen," unquote. However, Claire and Smith will not be the ones with adjusted paychecks next season because they are not returning for it. According to the producers, they plan on replacing the actors playing the royals every 2 years over the course of what is expected to be a 6-year run. Now let's find out what's in store after the break with Casey at the couch.
Thanks, Sarah. Don't go anywhere. When EOP returns, we play our new game, Gotta Go, with a very special guest. BRB.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a lust of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you
Spending just 7 minutes climbing stairs each day cuts your risk of a heart attack in half over 10 years. Sure, elevators are convenient, but you burn twice the number of calories just going upstairs than you do while jogging. Think about how long you spend waiting for elevators. The average person spends the equivalent of 2 years waiting for elevators over the course of their lifetime. Don't let that be you. Save time and increase energy. Next time, take the stairs.
I tell these guys all the time to stick to talking sports and not playing sports.
Here we go. Ready? Didn't make it.
And welcome to our very special guest, Mr. Alex Grubbs.
I'm here.
Thank you for joining us, finally.
Yeah,
I know,
finally.
sorry.
You may know Alex from another UView show. He is the producer and former host of Daybreak. So, Grubbs, we're super excited for you to play our new game with us. So fun.
Yes, and our new game is called Gotta Go. So we'll pull up a picture of 2 celebs, and this one's going to be music edition. So it's going to be some of their most iconic songs, and you've got to choose with us, of course, who reigns supreme.
Okay.
Got it? Perfect. Now, we gotta go.
Yes.
So let's start with, first we have Miss Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry. And the songs that we have are Teenage Dream versus I Knew You Were Trouble. Now, one gotta go.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's hard.
Right?
Because
Very hard.
I feel like, I don't know. I was jamming to I Knew You Were in Trouble back then.
So I Knew You Were Trouble is like one of Taylor's more like hardcore songs, you know? For Taylor Swift, where she like kind of goes all out. And Teenage Dream, though, is like Katy Perry's like one of her most iconic songs.
Yeah.
And I am more of a Swiftie than a Katy Perry fan, like Wyatt knows. Like,
we all know.
I really don't like Katy Perry, but I might give my vote to Teenage Dream.
I'm giving my vote to Teenage Dream to stay. So, like, Taylor Swift gotta go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Then I don't get anything, though.
No, what
I would have went with I Knew You Were in Trouble.
Oh.
Just because, no offense.
Because of the goat
Teenage
meme?
Dream is a good song.
Yeah.
I could add that. Yeah. But it just brings back good memories.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Completely.
That's fair. So what's our next?
Up next, we have Fifth Harmony versus former member Camila Cabello.
Ooh.
And their two songs that we have decided to battle between are Havana,
Ooh.
Camila's debut single, and Down, which is Fifth Harmony's first single without Camila. Now, this is so easy for me. I'm sorry, but like Fifth Harmony is on indefinite hiatus, and that song's got to go as well.
See, I'll go with Havana because Down's just... Angel was a better song of that album, in my opinion.
Yes.
So, no.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Havana is one of my all-time like favorite bops that's come out recently. Like I have not gotten tired of it. Camila on her solo career has killed it. Like she like does not need Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, every time she does a performance, it's different.
Yes.
Every
I
single
love
time.
that.
Yes. And she doesn't need Fifth Harmony, and they obviously
They clearly don't need her either.
Right. So
oh, it makes me so sad. Full sorry about it, Fifth Harmony. You all gotta go.
We're all in agreement that
Yeah.
Fifth
Bye.
Harmony's gotta go.
Sorry.
Up next is the age-old battle between none other than Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Back to the Mickey House Club.
And I've chosen the songs Toxic and Dirty.
Oh my gosh.
What do y'all think?
Oh my gosh. Those are that's so hard. I love both those songs.
That's funny.
Okay, wait, I have to think about it. Grubs, do you know?
I don't even know.
Like, okay, Toxic is a jam, but
Might I say, only Toxic in 2018 is Toxic by Britney Spears, right?
Yeah, that's true.
right. That's true.
That's true.
I feel like if I say something wrong, my mom will hit me upside the head.
Why
So
is she
that's
a big fan of one or the other or both?
Britney.
Oh.
Good mama.
Well, Wyatt is Britney's
Oh,
biggest
no. She would hit me.
So do you have to say Britney?
Hit me, baby, one
I
more
have
time.
to say
wanna say
Britney.
Britney?
Yeah, I'll go with Britney.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Christina Aguilera is kind of relevant, but Britney stays the same relevant.
And that
Does
song,
that make sense?
come on.
Yes. Toxic is also still, I think, more of a relevant song. Because honestly, I only remember Dirty when one of the
Kylie Jenner.
Jenners, Kylie Jenner dressed up as Christina Aguilera, and I was like, oh, that song, that music video. But Toxic,
That's like an old song. Like Toxic is like you still hear that.
Yeah,
you go
you
to
still
the
hear it.
mall, like you're on the
Exactly.
radio. It's everywhere.
Toxic is for the ages.
Yes.
Sorry, ex-Tina, gotta go.
Bye.
And last but not least, we have one more matchup, and it's between Rihanna and Queen Bee, Beyonce.
Ooh.
Ponder Replay
Oh.
versus Crazy in Love,
Oh
both
my
of their
gosh.
debut singles.
Ooh.
This one, honestly, is the hardest for me.
It's hard.
But I'm going to have to say, oh my gosh, you'll never hear this from me.
Oh.
You will never hear me say that I prefer Beyonce, but Ponder Replay, gotta go. If it were any other Rihanna song, I would have kept it, I swear.
I'm shook. Okay, so I picked this matchup because I think they're both iconic queens that have had really long careers and have constantly been relevant. And those are songs that I think both, like all of us grew up with those songs and got our iPods. Okay, I'm gonna say Crazy in Love as well. Because recently Beyonce and Jay-Z announced they're going on a tour again, so I went back and watched the music video for Crazy in Love because that's
It's so good.
and
With the white.
it holds up. It holds up. Not that Ponder Replay doesn't, but I think Queen Bee has my vote as well.
Yeah.
I feel like Ponder Replay, it's like it gives you back those old vibes.
It does.
But again, this is kind of like with Britney. They still play Crazy in Love. That is a Beyonce, Jay-Z staple.
Song.
Yes.
And then there's the other songs too, like Drunk in Love. Like it's
Yes.
just you play on both. It's still relevant.
Yeah. How can you get rid of that
Yeah,
duo,
you
the
get-
Jay-Z and Beyonce?
You don't
That's
get rid of it.
No.
Sorry, Rihanna.
They're like America's royal family.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
yeah.
Blue Ivy
So
Yeah,
and the
Blue
twins.
Ivy.
and the
Rihanna,
twins.
make room for Beyonce and Jay-Z,
Oh.
because sweetie, you gotta go. But don't worry, Alex, you don't gotta go. But
No.
thanks so much
Okay.
for playing, and you're welcome to come back anytime.
Anytime.
But now
Yeah.
we We gotta go.
We do have to go. As always, thanks for tuning in, and make sure you follow Entertainment on Point on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest, and don't forget to share your favorite reports on Facebook with all of your friends.
Bye guys.